So today we're visiting the garden block. We've got some Zinfandel, 7 rows of Zin here, as denoted by the large clusters. Some of the sunburn, but you can tell this is Zinfandel by just the absolute obscenity of it all. Zinfandel there, and then just on the other side you'll see Pinot Noir. This is you can tell it's Pinot because it's netted. There are no other varieties that get netting for red grapes other than Pinot Noir out here. You can see the small little berries here. See those guys there? The Pinot is going to be harvested tomorrow. We're going to pick this tomorrow, lift up the nets, and pick this. We may even pick some of this Zinfandel. It's still pretty early in the season. I think it's the 23rd of September. We've got 6 rows of Pinot Noir here, the Dijon clones. And then further down we have Cabernet Sauvignon out here in the Russian River Valley. Cabernet does actually very, very well, especially when it's thinned and have some of the leaves pulled on it. Get some of that Russian River sun in there as much as possible, at least. Anyway, this is Cabernet Sauvignon. We also have 2 rows of Syrah. Syrah, you can tell it's a little further behind. You see some more pink berries. The Syrah's got the big berries. This is classic Syrah. Really tasty stuff. This is the afternoon side of the cab. Cab has really loose clusters, small berries. Small berries to begin with, right? Look at these small little berries. The concept of leaving Cabernet on the vine to shrivel is obscene in its own right. But check this out. This is Cabernet. You see some of the shrivel up here. This is going to raise the sugar once it gets into the bin. 6, 7, 8 days into it, it's going to release. And then finally, the last bit of our garden block is the Sangiovese. We have 2 rows of Sangio here, and this is this Sangio acts and tastes like a large table grape with seeds. Tastes like a table grape. Sangiovese doesn't do really well out here, I don't think. At least I've never really tasted really good Sangio that can stand on its own here in Sonoma County, but maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. Anyways, we do have 2 rows of it, and the purpose of planting this garden block here was to showcase the leaf difference, the cluster size, the ripening differentiation, the different times in which it ripens, the flavors, I mean everything that goes into each different varietal is showcased here in quite a wide variety of red grapes, and it's something we have on the property. You can come out and take a look, especially at this point when the grapes are all ripe and looking good. Is a good time to come out and ask. Go to wineries and ask questions. We're here to not just pour wine for you, but we're also here to teach you a little bit if you're interested in that thing. Anyways, you tell these are all also very tight spacing, 4 foot by 4 foot spacing, which means 4 foot between vines, 4 foot between rows. It's almost a European style. European is 3 foot by 3 foot, which is really small. But this, I think, might be the future to the Russian River Valley and cool climate, which is, had we planted a lot of these vineyards in this 4 foot spacing, it would have covered the shaded the clusters from that sunburn that had happened just a couple of weeks ago. And this 4 foot spacing means you can plant more vines in a given acre, which means you can, in theory, get more fruit, higher quality fruit. And here in the Russian River, these elegant varieties like Pinot Noir, Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay, and even Zinfandel don't benefit from a lot of direct sunlight. So these tight spacing rows and vines might be the future. And this is something that you can, I've been looking at these machines. They're 38 inches wide. It's a little machine that they make in Italy. And something that I would love to take the Gewürztraminer here, for example. You put a row right down the center. These are 10 foot spacing, 5 foot right down the center. You put another row and you're into a 4 foot spacing, which means you're now able to put a row right down the center And Gewürz definitely does not benefit from direct sunlight. So this is a varietal that would, I think, benefit directly from having ambient heat from the hot summer weather. The roots get warm without the actual clusters receiving direct sunlight. And by planting 4-foot spacing, you will create more shade for the neighboring rows and clusters. I think it's the future, especially since land is so inexpensive here. There's a couple of clients. I guess I should go back to work. What do you think, Browner? You want to go? Here we go.